Officer, please tell me I'm not being questioned for my controversial opinions that I share on social media, like finding Wreck-It Ralph and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 overrated. Okay, it's going to be tricky to do an entire review handcuffed, but I will make do. A question time, written and directed by my a true friend Ollie Pajak, and this is his second short film, released in 2023, only available on his channel Pajak Productions. The question time tells the story taking place in both present and past events, where Layla Taffel, a former social media influencer, for women to freely express themselves online. She is being questioned by interrogator Greg at the police station about a recent attack on a follower of hers, Cora, and her boyfriend Tate. And Layla needs to justify to Greg that that the attacker wasn't her fault, and she did everything she could. Now, this is the second movie Ollie released this year, the exact same month as Interval in August 2023, and he promised me for reviewing his two movies that he would so kindly review two requests of mine. I mean, uh, yeah, he is truly one of my closest friends. And as for question time, he had been telling me lots about this movie for months before he released it. And naturally, I was intrigued. And while I do think Question Time is the weaker of his two movies this year, but a solid and a thought-provoking short film, and a terrific commentary the on women and the influence social media and people on it can have on women, and how they can impact women. I mean, because social media is has become, well, normal life now. You don't have social media, then you're clearly living on the moon these days. So Ollie did pick a relatable conflict for the short film. And the biggest positive I have for a question time is Gemma Miller as Layla. I mean, what's a powerhouse performance? Yeah, she shines throughout the entire 10 minutes of this movie, and you do get behind her, and you do want her innocence to be proven, as she only ever had good intentions to inspire women to be who they want and wear what they want. Even if other people take a great deal of convincing of that, but she never meant for that to happen to Cora and Tate, and she did the right thing by uh, uh, kicking the attacker's ass just in the nick of time. And she's correct. There was no time to ring 999 in that case. By the time she had and the police got there, Tate and Cora could have both been killed. Yeah, Gemma Miller, she's groundbreaking, and I can see her having a groundbreaking future in movies, whether she works with Ollie again or not. And Greg, the police officer interrogator, yeah, I mean, sure, he's a stricter with a Gemma, and thinking she's only there to be found guilty, but he's still something comedic about him, as he does try to get to know Gemma personally, and his actor may be the oldest actor to ever have acted in Ollie's movies, so and a fair play to Ollie for having a more variety of actors in this one, and uh, Tace and Cora, the victims of the brutal attack, don't get as much time in the spotlight as uh, Layla and Greg, but I was personally on Cora's side in their arguments, as she was a woman who supports women and was inspired by Layla on social media, and Tate, well, he was such a control freak and felt Layla was a bad influence, and his girlfriend, well, was unrecognizable. I'm like, mates, let her be true to herself and let her follow who she wants. You can't dictate that. Had you not have left her, maybe she wouldn't have been ambushed by the attacker. And Ollie himself stars in the movie, playing his most violent role to date as the attacker. And when uh, the attacker is punching the living shit out of Tate, the sound effects, I gotta say, do make your skin crawl. You feel the impact of the punch, and you're like, okay, uh, uh, Taze and Cora are gonna need an operational plastic surgery after what the attacker did to them, and uh, and when Layla, well, fights back and bashes the attacker with her phone, that was well, the most brutal as fuck scene I have ever seen Ollie direct. I mean, it got just a little too much for me personally, but it achieved what it set out to do, and the and 50% of the film is made up of present interviews with Layla and Greg, and the other half is made up of past flashbacks with Layla, Cora, and Tace. And this movie certainly is darker lit than Ollie's previous movies, from the interrogation room to the alleyway, and that helps give it its grittier tone. And though I do wish that we got to see a little more of Layla's personal life and uh, and uh, and her mother and sister, who she briefly mentions. I get that Ollie only had limited time to make this movie. It's just a short film and he had a limited cast, but even so, I think just getting two actresses for Layla's mum and sister and just one short scene with them would have been fine. Instead of Layla just saying to a white screen, "Oh, she now despises her mum and sister because of a fallout with them," and the ending is extremely rushed. We just see Layla on her phone out in the streets, and then it cuts to the credits. I'm like, oh, did Layla get sent to jail, or did she get to go free? We never find out. The soundtrack, well, is certainly the most eerie and most spine-chilling score that Ollie has ever given his movies, and it, it's uh, it's what makes Question Time his most mature film, demonstrating his versatility as a filmmaker. And I do know that he did ask a composer to do the score for this movie, but the guy never responded to him in time, so Ollie had to release the cut without that music that the composer had prepared. I'm curious to see how the final cut of this movie would have turned out had the composer got the score done in time. So overall, Question Time, while I wouldn't say it's one of Ollie's best, but it's is groundbreakingly acted and suspenseful and thought-provoking short that will help women think about social media and what it can do to you.
I give Question Time 4 stars out of 5. Great movie.
Wonderful job with two cracking movies this year alone, Ollie. And yeah, please head over to Page App's Perspective and Page App Productions to show Ollie some support, as he's sadly going through lots of drama in his life currently. And yeah, he certainly deserves the support and the people there for him. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Question Time? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I review The Nun 2. And also, it's just a week today until October. And you know what that means. A YouTube video on my channel daily. And also my movie Moose on the Loose has officially wrapped up filming, so it's all ready to go for release on October 1st. So mark that on your calendars, and remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.